Hi guys, you're welcome to my channel. In case this is your first time of coming across my video, my name is Grace. If you're my returning subscriber, thank you for clicking on this video. From the background, you already know that we are in the village, guys. Yes, we are currently in the village. We are back from the hospital, and it's like me sharing my appreciation to every one of you, and also to share how the sickness from the time I came to the village, how it started, what I saw, and what made me to cry out here for help. Okay, I will start by saying that it all happened on a Sunday like that. I just came directly from church. I was told of his sickness. I said, okay, let me go to church. And from the church, I remember my pastor's wife asked me, how are you going to the village? I hope all is well. I say all is well. Though they've told me that he has been chattering, he has been talking non-stop, but I never knew how serious it was. The only thing I knew was I tried telling them to give him the phone, and when they told me he couldn't kind of collect the phone, he wasn't like shouting on them to take the phone away. Even when they told him that it was from me, I knew that it was serious, but I did not know how serious it was. Why? Because my dad is somebody that I love so much, and he also loves me. Like, wherever he is, whenever he hears my voice, he will be calmed. That's how much bond we share. So hearing that he couldn't even pick my call, and from the background I was hearing him telling them that they should take the phone away from him and all of that, I knew that whatsoever that was wrong with him was serious. So immediately after church, I left. I just told one of the mummies in the church that was traveling to the village, that she was the only person I told that my dad was sick. My pastor's wife was like, I hope all is well. Me in faith, I told that all was well. Okay, and when I came to the village, I was so shocked. Like, I couldn't contain my pain seeing my dad like that. I didn't know what to do. I was so scared. I thought of several things. I felt for him, having known that he has not slept for more than 1 week. I felt for him. I did not know how to react. I just took my phone and I decided to record. Of course, if you've been here, I think it was last year that I officially brought my dad to my channel. I think one of the times that he was sick and all of that, I came home and I said, what if this man suddenly dies? I have nothing to show. Like, I have nothing that will remind me of him. So I decided to show him in my vlog. I decided to, show where I was kind of doing the normal things I do, because each time I come back to the village, the first thing I do is to make sure that I barb his hair, cut his fingernails and all of that, then try massage him for the number of days I'm going to be staying in the village. And I also remember that I brought him to the channel where I shared some things. Some of these videos are down in my channel. That was last year. Okay, so at that moment, I didn't know what to do again. I was crying bitterly. Even as I was trying to sniff, he was sniffing with me. Whatever thing I did, he was trying to do with me. And I just brought my phone. I said, Grace, if this man is going to die, at least let there be that there's something that you have of him. His last moment, okay? I remember staying with him. Trying to hold his hand, speaking the word of God, praying with him. And when I prayed, he was calm. My dad was very calm. He tried speaking with me for some time. He couldn't sleep that last night. He kept on backing and backing, and knowing fully well that your house will not be on fire and you'll be sleeping. I couldn't sleep that last night. I was like imagining what my mom was also going through, because her bed was just close to his. I was imagining what my mom was going through. I imagine what she went through more than the 1 week that he was not, sleeping. And the next morning, I still came up. I tried, talking with him. I prayed with him. And then he calmed down again. That was when I finished cleaning his body. By that time, he has shaved and all of that. And guys, God, I don't know how to explain it. He calmed down. He told me some things. He told me it's fine, that the only thing I should do for him was just to pray for him. I held his hand, I prayed, and he calmed down. He talked with me. In fact, I even recorded some reasonable things he talked. He talked about Biafra, he talked about Igbo, he talked about God, he talked about God promises and all of that. I said, okay, fine. He told me that he wanted to sleep, that he just wanted to sleep. I left him. It wasn't up to 10 minutes. I started hearing his voice again. He started shouting. He became more violent. I didn't know what to do. I was so confused. And that was when my uncle came to me and told me that what do we do, that he does not have money and all of that. I told him that In fact, I don't know what to do too. And guys, I don't know, it started like that. Then my uncle left. For those days I stayed in the village, I tried coming out to this place to film. I tried filming, I couldn't. All my videos were just filled with cries. I wasn't even understanding what I was saying. Like, if I want to say one, I will now say two. I was not just stable, okay? I couldn't just say anything. Like, I was just shedding tears most of the times. And finally, when I knew that there was nothing I could do, that was the same day that I took him to that village hospital. Was the day the person that was taking care of him medically, the man that we used to pay to come take his BP, to come give him medicine, even when he's sick and when he's not sick. Like, the man basically takes care of him. Like, he comes to check on him, and when we come back or when we return, we go pay him. Like, he tells us his bills and then we'll pay. That's basically what we do with them. And he came that day, was like, you are not even shouting. Have you stopped shouting? My father said yes, he has stopped shouting, because that day he was very calm. That's just to tell you how the devil works. That particular day that we took him to that village hospital, earlier that day he was very, very calm. Okay, he was so calm. That was after I finished praying with him, and then, you know, just discussing with him, basically crying and all of that. He came, he checked his BP, checked his drugs, because another nurse that is in our compound came and gave him some malaria drugs earlier on. So that man came and checked his drug. He was even telling me that he told my younger brother to come take medicine. I can't remember, but he checked his BP, told us that his BP was normal. I mean, I said, okay, fine. Everybody was just happy. Checked the drug. He told my brother that I should come take some medicine if need be. Then suddenly, the violence increased. When that man left, the violence increased to like times 100. I couldn't contain it any longer, and luckily for us, my younger brother was also around that period. I told him that we needed to take him to the hospital. We called one of the keke man that was around us. He's actually an uncle. He came, we took him to that hospital. He kept on shouting. Even on our way, he was even like shouting, hey, that he's mad and all of that. We took him to that village hospital, you know, and you know, just everything, every single thing that happened there. But it was as we were in the hospital and I saw my dad literally mad, or running mad, if I must use that word. I saw him so different. I saw that even when they were giving him medicine, or when they tried giving him medicine, he couldn't, you know, do anything until they gave him that sleeping medicine and he calmed down. That was when everything now dawned on me that no matter how, I just need to speak, okay? I know people were even surprised. I didn't tell them. Normally, I would have gone to people that I knew to like tell them, oh, please help me, so and so. I never, proud to that moment I came to make this video here, I never for once told anyone. Like, I didn't tell anyone. I didn't even tell the people that I was close to, and thank God for that too, because this sickness taught me that I don't want to talk about that, okay? Yeah. I came here, you know, I left them in the hospital. I told my younger brother, let me come and take some things in the house, because we were not even prepared, okay? I came home and my mom was like, how was he and all of that. People were like, I hope he's fine. Guys, that was when I took my phone and I came to this particular location, and I made more than 10 videos that particular day. I didn't know what I was saying, but all I knew that was I needed help, and I didn't even know what my mind was like, let me just come and you know, just say. That was what my mind, as in, I don't know how to explain it, but what I had in mind was, peradventure my father is to die, let it be that I've, you know, exhausted all of the options that was left for me. That was what I had in mind. I was like, God, if this man was to die, let it not be that there's anything that I'm holding that I couldn't let go, or that there was any option that was remaining for him. Because that my uncle said that he does not have money. Oh, that was before he left us. That he does not have money. That he's his brother and then he's my father, and that people will be laughing at us because we did not take him to the hospital. We did not do all of that. I said, okay, fine. I came here, I was like, Grace, let it be that you did something. Let it be that there was something you did. Actually, I thought I lost my father. And when that video came up, I said, people reached out to me, so many people positively, they reached out to me emotionally. Okay, I heard people's stories, people shared the ones that recovered, those that died out of it, and I started, you know, researching too. I started seeing another aspect of that sickness, right? I must say that I never knew about that, okay? And then also, there were people who were insinuating he was gonna die. There were people who were insinuating he was at his degraded moment. There was nothing that, I mean, God, reading all those comments, I was encouraged, some I wasn't encouraged, but I just had to take it. I want to thank every one of you that reached out in one way or the other. Like, if I start calling names, oh my god, I was surprised. I did not get millions, I did not get thousands or whatsoever, but the money that I got was enough to take care of my dad for the number of weeks we stayed in the hospital. And this me saying thank you so much. You don't know what you've done for me. I think in one of my videos I mentioned, even if it's 1 week, even if it's 1 month that we bought for my dad, I'm very much grateful that I was able to do something. And I did not do it alone. It came from every one of you. I'm also very much grateful that I did not go personally to, you know, start begging people that I feel like I knew, because hey, God, it's fine, Sha, it's fine. I believe that everything happened to the glory of God, and I know it wasn't my dad's time to die. That's why he's currently living. And if I am to start counting names, we'll not be able to, you know, go out from here. Several persons reached out, even students like me, they reached out. People I never expected from, okay, that 1,000, 2,000, that thousands. It was so much, like millions in my eyes. And coupled with the fact too that this money, there was how the money that I was getting. Let me now talk about how much I got. Yes, let me just quickly talk about how much I got. This sickness taught me a lesson, okay? It taught me that God will always give you what you need at a particular time. Yes, that was what it taught me. It taught me to believe more in God. In as much as people gifted me, I knew that they gifted me because God wanted them to gift me. I knew it because it touched their mind. I knew the people that shared my video, they did not just share because I was so nice to them. They did not just share because I was the best. They did not just share because I was the only person who has problem in this life, but something touched their mind and they shared those videos. I mean, those who shared my video, this is me saying thank you so much. You did not share because you have the biggest community. No, you shared because you wanted to help me, and I'm very much grateful. Now, talking about the money that I got and every other thing, I would like to say that, like I said previously, this sickness taught me that God will provide for you one step at a time. That was actually what God did, especially when we left for that new hospital. I remember when we went there and they talked about giving him 2 pints of blood. I didn't have that amount in my account currently, or at that particular moment I did not have such an amount. I just asked the doctor. The lab technician told me, and I was like, okay. I said okay. By that time they've stabilized him, you know. I think no, he was still talking, but then they've added drip and all of that. It was remaining in the blood. I told that lab technician okay, and I went back to the ward. I was holding my dad. I was praying inside my mind, and in that moment of prayer, the doctor came up again and told me that he told me that he needed blood, like he needed it urgently, that his blood is supposed to be 30% and up, and that is 19, Abi is 11, I can't remember. I told him no problem. When I told him no problem, he said that I should go pay the lab technician. I said no problem, sir. Then I went out. I went under, was it a mango tree, but there was a tree outside. Immediately I went there, I was like, God, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Immediately I was there, like somebody sent me that amount immediately. The amount that will complete the one that I had. I think I had about 16,000 naira in my account. The amount that will complete that one, immediately somebody sent me that amount. I just came, asked them if I could do a transfer. The guy said yes, I transferred. I mean, every single way, every single thing that we spent in the hospital, every single money that we spent in the hospital, it came as it was needed. I don't know how, I can't explain it, but he showed me how great God is. Imagine when they will tell you that there's a need for this, or maybe they will tell you that there's a need for scan and all of that, and you know you don't have money, but then 15 minutes later or 5 minutes later you will not receive an alert. That was exactly what God did for me, to the extent that if an alert enter, maybe I need 20,000 naira, an alert of 5,000 naira enter, I'll be telling myself, yes, I know that God will do it. It's remaining 15,000 naira, I know that God will do it. It's another 1,000 naira may enter, or another 5,000 naira, or even 10 or even 15. That was exactly how everything was paid. And this me saying, I don't know if I should lie down, I don't know if I should, you know, kneel down, but this me saying I'm very much grateful. Like, we are back home, and in 1 week time we'll be going for a checkup. I would not know how that will go, but this me saying thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate your support, I appreciate your love, I appreciate your prayers, I appreciate your kindness, I appreciate every single thing. I mean, people prayed. Oh God. People prayed, people raised altars for me. People that I didn't know prior to this time, they prayed. People that I didn't know prior to this time, they reached out, you know, they were praying, they were encouraging me, they were sharing their stories. Thank you so much. May God bless you. So this is like the end of this video. Subsequently, I am still in the village, so that I'll watch his diet, and most importantly, you know, keep massaging him. Let's watch his progress. Maybe after the 1 week, I will know if I'll return back to Owerri and then start hustling for money, because God is my strength, and I know I'm already a conqueror. Okay, thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye.